The pandemic caused an abrupt and profound changes in our education systems for the past 2 years. From shifting learning delivery, we are now in the new normal education setup and the students are back in school. However, students have lost their substantial instructional time and may not be ready for the curricula that were age and grade appropriate. Factors such as family expectations, self-imposed pressure, and societal demands are the primary reasons why students need to extend their effort to meet certain academic goals. This presentation contains our proposed intervention program entitled Reach Together, Maximizing Shared Responsibility Resulting in Students' Achievement. This is a year-long implementation of schools' revitalized operation of the counseling office to all learners and also for the parents, especially those students who are experiencing academic pressure and struggling in the school community. It also includes a weekly monitoring, and also we promote a shared responsibility not just by us teachers, but also to the parents and to the other stakeholders of the community. Our program comes from the two words responsibility and achievement. And we believe responsibility and achievement comes together. It stands for what the program aims to have, a sense of unity among the different stakeholders to address the negative effect of unmanaged academic pressure among the learners through the involvement and participation in the school environment. Academic pressure is not purely negative. It can also used to motivate learners to step out of their comfort zone and do their best while they're studying. However, the unmanaged academic pressure can affect the physical and psychological aspects of the learners. And we need to give them a guide and healthy ways on how to manage it.
Our primary goal is to address student academic pressure by working towards our objective, which can be divided to three parts. First is to make the stakeholders aware of the existence of student academic pressure. Second, parents, teachers, administrators are part of school community. With this, we may establish a forum for open discussion of student academic pressure among interested parties. Finally, create an institutional plan or program that is oriented in the needs of stakeholders in managing academic pressure.
The target of the intervention program are the junior high school and senior high school and/or graduating students, since they are perceived to be more pressure compared to their counterparts. The idea of performing well in order to graduate is putting more pressure on learners.
To assess the effectiveness of our intervention entitled Bridge Together, we have enumerated different measures of success. It primarily focuses on the monitoring of students' academic performance and attendance in school. Parents' involvement is also crucial in assisting students to cope up with their academic pressure. Lesser complaints reported on guidance office regarding on issues on academic pressure is also considered as a measure of success.
The first reference in our program emphasized that some characteristics led to higher level of academic performance. The outcome signified that effort regulation partially mediated the relationship between self-efficacy and academic achievement. The results of this study indicates that students who believe that intelligence is changeable and may be modified. These efforts possess high self-efficacy and confidence in their academic performance.
For the second reference of our program, parental involvement is positively associated with students' educational success. However, research shows that levels of involvement and participation vary considerably depending on parents' social and economic resources. Parental involvement provides an important opportunity for schools to enrich current school programs by bringing parents into the educational process. When families are stakeholders in students' education, there's a positive impact on student success. When families get involved and engage in their child's education, the students are more likely to graduate, earn high grade, improve their attendance, and to go to college. The implementation of continuing education in the chosen community has extension program.
Today, research has found out that excessive levels of academic stress can result in an increase of prevalence of psychological and physical problems like depressions, anxiety and nervousness, and stress-related disorders. So one thing that we should learn and study is how young people can overcome the academic pressure. Society plays a major role, so according to Helen Peterson's study of the role of implicit theory of intelligence and gender, they need support that come from their families, schools, and even fellow children, so they can improve their education and cannot experience so-called abandonment, and also avoid the possible harm they can do to themselves. Kasi kapag naramdaman ng mga bata ang buong suporta ng komunidad para sa kanila at ng pamilya, ay nagkakaroon sila ng tiwala sa kanilang sariling kakayanan. So when student is having academic difficulty, as teachers, we can assist by making the time to listen and understand the students' fears or concerns. Promoting appropriate classroom behavior by setting appropriate boundaries and consistently enforcing them, and encouraging them, the students to participate in our school activities.
There are three possible barriers to conducting action plan, and there are mitigation plan for that. One is the mitigation plan for lack of budget. We can use social media platforms to promote our action plan, and we can also post some informations and videos about the action plan that we have. We all know that the social media is free and accessible for all. That is why social media is one of the perfect platforms to promote our action plan. And the second one is the mitigation plan for parental reason, is to conduct parents' orientation and involvement. It is very important to have a parents' orientation because using an orientation, we can give them an idea about the action plan that we have. And the last one is a lack of participation. The mitigation plan for this is to improve campaign performance and also to encourage them to volunteer in our action plan.
What are the specific activities for the target group? Our goal is to make the people understand the importance of a certain issue and find support to address it. We also have to capacitate all the contributory factors, especially the teachers and parents that play a vital role in the lives of our learners. We have to make policies for its purpose is to provide guidance, consistency, accountability, efficiency, and clarity on how to handle learners experiencing academic pressure. We also have to conduct home visitation, providing support for parents to better understand their child's development skills. We have to monitor our learners if there is progress and development after the intervention program provided for them.
And we are very proud to present to you our action plan. So Mr. Alvin, what is our action plan all about?
Our action plan is our concrete plan to answer or minimize the negative effect of the unmanaged academic pressure.
And one of its salient features, it's bringing together all the stakeholders to address this particular cause. Isn't it correct, Sir Alvin?
That's correct. So how are we going to start the action plan?
That's a very good question, Sir Alvin. So the springboard of the Reach Together action plan is to address the issue about the unmanaged academic stress to our students, and this will be implemented in a series of activities that will be attended by students, parents, and teachers as well. Hence, a very inclusive way to address this particular cause or gap. First is the parent and student orientation, which basically to increase or to create a positive image to our counseling office, and we understand how important counseling office is. And the parent webinar, since students stays with their parents and guardians after school, and we also tap the creativity of our students to increase awareness, such as poster making contest. So, Sir Alvin, what's next after all of this?
Thank you so much, Sir Mel. For the next component of our action plan, we will be conducting a seminar to increase teachers' awareness on identifying students who suffer unmanaged academic pressure, wherein we involve the counseling office and teachers to create an institutional policy on handling the student situation. We will inform the parents of the students on their academic performance on the 5th week of every quarter to make the students and their parents aware about their class standing so that class advisors, subject teachers, and parents can make immediate actions and possible intervention. If the student is not showing any improvement in academic performance, house visitation will be applied and followed up will be done through counseling sessions.
That's all, folks. That's our Reach Together Action Plan.
Maraming salamat po.
And now, our group is open for questions, recommendations from the panelists. Thank you.